cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
What would it be like if somebody tried to be a superhero in real life? And I say f that because it's hard enough trying to be a good citizen. How much like a superhero?
Hey, you ain't even trying to do that.
I know. He doesn't even pay his taxes.
Anyway.
Dave, what is it?
Lewinsky,
whatever his name is. He's a nerd and these are the people who are most likely to do this kind of thing because he's sitting around reading comic books all day, doesn't have a girlfriend, got loser friends that he's hanging out with.
Jerking off at the computer every day like myself.
So there's nothing tragic in his life. All he's got is that he wonders why there aren't any real life superheroes.
Wait, this is possible. Somebody could do this if they were dedicated. Well, no, they couldn't.
Sure, you don't get superpowers, but how come somebody can't get into a costume and go out and get like 2 big sticks or something and fight crime? And he goes out and does, and he quickly learns that when you get stabbed and possibly run over by a car when you do that. However, he keeps going. It's like, I'm addicted to this. He goes out and does it again. This time he's kind of successful. And people begin to realize, hey, wow, we have a real life superhero in our midst. He attracts attention from mob people with guns.
Yeah. A mob is not going to make a big speech, fight you in the middle of downtown. It is going to just kill you with a bullet and your shit will just be over.
You try to pull that shit on them too, tell me about your plans. My plans? Bam! That's my plans.
You'll never get away with
This is also not at all the real world because there's a father-daughter team here played by Nicolas Cage as the father, Big Daddy, and I forget the girl.
Chloe Moritz.
Chloe Moritz, who plays Hit Girl, who's 12 years old, maybe, I think. And
she's 11.
Actually going out and fighting crime vigilante style.
Yeah, and they are brutal. They're relentless.
Yeah, they're so violent. They're almost the Punisher meets Itchy and Scratchy.
Big Daddy, the Nicolas Cage character, is modeled after Batman.
He's even modeled himself after Batman.
Yeah.
And they are after that same mob boss who mistakenly thinks that KickAss is the one who is taking out his men.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
I take it this is when Nicolas Cage having a good movie.
Yes. It's the kind of thing that will make us feel bad for talking shit about Nicolas Cage because he is great in this film.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God. Dad. Wow. Wow, Dad.
Okay, pop quiz. What's the proper name for one of those?
Easy, Balathong. It's Filipino. Ask me nothing.
Excellent, good. The AR-15 was a lighter, smaller caliber version of what design?
Eugene Stoner's AR-10. Now give me a hard one.
Aaron Johnson is the guy that plays KickAss, and they need to whoop his ass because that's another British guy coming over and taking off roles.
Well, who'd you want to cast? That motherfucker from High School Musical? How many American actors do we have now that actually act that haven't been on the goddamn Disney Channel?
I had so much fun seeing him get beat down and seeing the real consequences of that. But he quickly becomes a non-character in this because he just becomes so overpowered by all the other characters in the film. This is from the comic book by Mark Millar and
John Romita Jr.
Romita Jr. And it's pretty close to the book in character and tone, at least with the violence that occurs, and the humor.
How's Mark Strong as the villain?
You might not like that he's a stereotype. He's your typical Italian mobster.
And I thought that's what made him work. You don't really hate the guy until the last reel. You're watching it and you're like, man, this guy is evil.
It was near the end of the film. I thought it wrapped up a little too clean. And I was kind of okay, no longer is this keeping to the theme of what it was before of what it's like to be a superhero. It has turned into a average, not average, but it has turned into a superhero fantasy comic. Even with my complaints, it's a full price film.
That's my review. Rental. No, full price.
It immediately pulled me in. When it started to kick ass, it did. I said it. Kick-Ass does get overshadowed, but I don't care. It didn't matter to me because I was still thoroughly entertained, especially with Hit Girl. That girl's going to go far, I'm telling you. So I'm going to give this movie a better than sex.
I knew it.
Wow.
Because I loved
I
it.
knew this was coming.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right. Hit Girl, I think, is going to be an icon after this. Grown women, grown men going to be dressing up like Hit Girl.
I'm dressed up like Hit Girl right now.
I'm telling you right now, pay for your Girl Scout cookies because Girl Scouts going to take a hint from this and beat the out of you. You don't pay for those cookies. You want 5 boxes. No, I don't want 3. You want 5 boxes. Yes, ma'am.
We could go up to 7. It's up to you.
Trying to make it real.